Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be talking about The Silkworm by Robert Galbraith, which is J.K. Rowling under a pseudonym. So I thought this one was a very big improvement over The Cuckoo's Calling, at least for me. It's just, I don't know, it just feels like there's a lot more going on. The relationship between Strike and um, Robin is a lot more developed, and I don't know, it's just a little bit less predictable. You didn't know exactly where it was going. So while the Cuckoo's Calling got a C plus, I think I'm actually gonna give this one a B minus because it's just a little bit more, it's just a little bit more well written, at least for me. I feel like Rowling's definitely a little bit more used to writing detective fiction than she was in the first one. So, warning, there will be more spoilers throughout this review, so I highly suggest you read both the first book and this book before you watch this. So Cormoran Strike has been getting a lot more business lately because people know about him now after the Lula Landry case. So he is hired by this lady to find Owen Crine, who is her husband. He's a very famous writer who kind of likes to go missing, so he gets like a big whole hoopla in the press. So he could get like he has run away, he's gone missing. So they think that that's what he's doing again. He's just running away, but actually he's dead. Also, he wrote this very controversial book, and everybody is mad about it because he kind of like it's like a very thinly veiled allegory where he just insults his friends, family, and colleagues. Not nice guy. I kind of hate allegory, so I get it. So, Strike and Robin kind of go to talk to each of the people that he wrote about in the book, and they're all like turning against each other, like, oh no, they killed him. They wrote the book. They ghost wrote the book. So everybody is all turning against each other. Meanwhile, Rob Strike's like, I gotta find another detective because getting pretty busy over here at the Strike Industries. And Robin's like, I thought I was gonna be your detective. And he was like, well, I thought you weren't going to because your stupid fiance doesn't like the fact that you're working for me. And she's like, well, I'm my own woman. I don't need my fiance to tell me what to do. And he's like, well, okay, then I guess we'll train you as a detective. And then Robin's like, cool. I'm just gonna ditch my fiance's mom's. I can't do this voice. So he kind of just ditches her fiance's mom's funeral so she could help him on the case, so she could drive him because he doesn't have two legs. So Matthew's kind of upset at her, which, she did lie to him, so that's kind of messed up. But I'm mostly Team Robin on this because he is very kind of controlling. Just like, oh, it's all about my life, your career doesn't matter. Even though she kind of realized, like, oh, she's always wanted to be a detective, you know. So I think that's just a very big lack of communication on the both of them. And so back in the case, there was this whole animosity between Owen and this another author named Falcourt, because Owen wrote this wrote this parody of Falcourt's wife's novel, and she was so upset about it that she killed herself. So that's kind of messed up. But I wouldn't exactly blame Owen because, you know, like if you're a writer, you should be able to take a certain level of criticism. Not that I'm like, I think that C needed some help mentally, obviously, but I don't think it's entirely Owen's fault. But Falco seems to think it is. But Strike realizes that Owen is the bad guy in his own novel, and since Owen would never write himself as the bad guy because he's a narcissist, he realized that actually, you know what? I don't think he wrote this. So he gets his famous brother to invite him to the party where all these suspects are at, and he tricks people into thinking that Liz Tassel, the agent of Owen, is he tricks her into admitting that yeah, she wrote the book and she killed Owen because she's a shitty author and she wrote the parody of the novel and Owen blackmailed her, but she was able to kill him, write the novel herself, and yeah, all this crazy other shit that happened. She wrote the parody novel. She wrote this new novel. She killed. There's just she's kind of cuckoo in the head, but you know, maybe she's a secret genius, or maybe she's just crazy. We don't know. But Liz Tassel tries to escape, but Robin is like pretending to be the taxi driver, which is kind of funny because Liz Tassel's so crazy she doesn't even realize that at first. So Owen's wife is released from prison. I kind of feel bad for her though because and her special needs daughter because it's very hard for her to take his death. You know, especially with her being special needs, and now she kind of has to raise this kid by herself. That's very tragic. But at least he's out of prison, so that's cool. Um, and Strike tells Robin that he's going to be enrolling her in these detective courses, so that's cool. Maybe she's going like I don't know, like community college or something. So maybe I'll see her there. You know, maybe if they're in my city, we could see each other. But yeah, that I thought the Silkworm was a very vast improvement over the original Cuckoo's Calling. I just between the plot being a little bit more complex, the several different suspects, and not being as predictable, Robin and Strike's relationship developing. So yeah, I pretty much enjoyed this novel. So let me know what you guys thought of the Silkworm. Did you like it as much as I do? Do you think it's worse than the first one? Please leave your comments below because I love hearing other people's opinions about stuff like this. I'll be talking about Book 3, Career of Evil, sometime in mid-February. But in the meantime, I'll be reviewing The Curse of Talion by Lois McMaster Bejeweled. So if you're into fantasy books like that, then definitely check that review out when it comes out, probably towards the end of January. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, peace.